Southern Charm Realty. I am here to give some great real estate advice. I am not a lawyer. I do not claim to be a lawyer, but I'm telling you about the experiences that we're having with some of my clients that I've helped them work through and figured solutions to all of our problems in order to get us to the closing table. Every single one of us is going to experience death of a parent. If you're going to receive an inheritance, this message is for you. Make sure that you have zero debt associated with your name. If your parents own property and they pass away and it is left to you, your siblings, to split, if you or your siblings have a lien or judgment against your name and your parents' house goes to you, guess who's getting paid first? It's not going to be you. You're going to blow through your entire inheritance if you have debt that's associated with your name, if you have a lien or a judgment on it. I just went through a horrific situation for both buyers and sellers because neither one of them understood that this was a possibility. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that this was a possibility until today. I do know that if you pass away and you have a will, your kids get a portion of it. I never knew that the kids' debt would be taken out of their inheritance. I figured that it was their debt. Somewhere along the line, they're going to pay for it. Boy, was that an eye-opener. My client has a property we listed for, let's just say, $70,000. She's got a few kids. 50% goes to her. The remainder goes to the kids. And, of course, they have to split their 50% within each others. If we were going to continue to do a cash sale, like we were going to, my seller, who's 85 years old, needs significant repairs on her house. There's a bunch of other things that she needs to be comfortable for the remainder of her life. But anyway, if I wouldn't have been knowledgeable and knew what to do in situations like this, she would have never been able to sell her house. And I don't know what condition she would have been left in after the transaction was over with me, because let's just say she's not treated the best that she should be treated by her own grown children, but that's a whole nother story too. So at the end of the day, her $60,000 sale, she's going to be at about $10,000 walking away, because the kids' proceeds didn't cover all of the debt. Now, guess who has to eat it? She does. She has to pay that out of the remainder of hers. Now, did she have to do that? Absolutely not. She just said, I don't want to sell the property. However, the property that we're under contract with, I'm a dual agent. My buyers have no interest in selling this camp. It's a camp on the water in Washington Parish. So what I've worked out with Rick Reagan Law Firm in Metairie, shout out to Rick Reagan Law Firm in Metairie, that we're going to be able to do a bond for deed on the property. My client is going to get 100% of her proceeds from this sale, minus commissions and fees. I'm actually going to be paying for a portion of the sale out of my commission on behalf of my client, because I just feel that I want to do this for her. I promised her that she would walk away with a certain dollar amount of money, and if it came down to me having to give some of my commission up to make that happen, I'm going to do it. And that's what I did. So now my client, praise Jesus, is going to be walking away with a check for anywhere from $50,000 to $55,000. So I would highly suggest that if you have parents who are going to pass away, if you have debt associated to your name as a lien or a judgment, get it taken care of now. Otherwise, it's all going to be taken from the proceeds of your inheritance. And if you're waiting for that, like some people do, If you're waiting for these funds to come through after your parents pass away, you're going to be really surprised when you get a call from the title company or the attorney telling you, guess what? You had liens on your name. You knew you owed this debt. All of it went to them. You get nothing. Guys, don't do that to yourself. Worst case scenario, file bankruptcy. Get rid of the debt if you can. That way, when it comes down to it and your parents pass away, your inheritance isn't going to go to old debt that you should have never occurred to begin with. But that's a whole nother story. Life happens. Things happen. Look, everybody has debt. I have debt. Everybody I know has debt. If you don't have debt, then I don't really think that you're living. But I just wanted to let you guys know, before you get caught up in a situation where you think you're going to have a lump sum coming to you, or you think you're going to be able to sell a property and get the proceeds out of it to help you move on with your life, you're not going to be able to do that if you have liens associated with your name. If you're thinking about selling a property, buying a property, and you have some issues, title issues like this, please feel free to give me a call. I am extremely knowledgeable about this, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that you get what you want. You can always reach me at 985-516-8935. Thanks, guys, and remember, for any and all real estate advice, give me a call.